A lot of people need to see a visual indicator as to what a change is going to look like while they're working. So if you wanted to, for example, change a color of a brick in your image, I'll just go ahead and highlight this with the marquee tool. And I want to see exactly what I'm going to get when I leave a tool. Variations is going to be a good choice for you. I'm going to go to Image, and I'm going to go to Adjustments, and I'll choose Variations right here in this list. As promised, I can see my original and my current pick. So any changes will be updated in real time. I can also affect the shadows, the midtones, highlights, and saturation in my image. Sometimes, by the way, when you're working on these effects, you'll have clipping in your colors. And if you want to see what areas are going to clip, definitely keep this on. Clipping simply is a way for the computer to show you what's going to be outside of an acceptable range for an effect. In other words, you're blowing it out of proportion. So it's so advanced, so far ahead of what you were trying to do that you almost take it out of being realistic and turn it into a cartoon or pop art, as you can see here in these images. I'll turn the clipping off and you don't have any indicators here now. I can also have the effect applied in a fine or a coarse fashion. Let's go ahead and work on the highlights in this particular brick. And I'm going to click lighter. Notice that the current pick is showing my effects here. And here's my original. So I'm going to hit OK. And you'll see that this brick is now brighter as far as the highlights than the others. I'm going to press Command or Control H to hide that outline. I hit it again to show it again. I'll return to the Adjustments Variations, and this time I'm going to show you that I can also always return to my original. So what I'm going to do first of all is I'm going to choose a different brick. I'll just go ahead and grab my marquee and I'll go over to this one. Image Adjustments and Variations. This time I'm going to add color. So I'm going to go to Midtones and I'll go more blue, and here's my current pick. I don't have to leave this dialog box by clicking cancel to change back to my original. Just click once on the original again and you're returned automatically. So you can see what you're getting before you click OK. So I can go to lighter, darker, add colors, and when I'm finally happy, I can then hit OK. And now I have my variations applied to the selected pixels. Like everything else in Photoshop, if you don't have anything selected, everything's considered selected. So now, without having anything selected with the marquee, I can go back to that menu again, and everything will have the variations applied to it. Notice the difference? Whenever you use a selection tool, that selection and only that selection shows up here. Since I have nothing selected, I see the whole door. So that's how you use variations to have a visual representation as to how you can color correct something inside of Photoshop.